Lalith Babu takes on Shahil Dey here. Lalith, who is playing with the black pieces, is currently a piece up. If you look at the position, Shahil has only one pawn for it. This last move, Queen G3, is such a nice move. Shahil brings his queen to E4. He wants to somehow take advantage of the weakened black king, but Lalith now puts his queen on G5 and he has everything protected. Yes, white has one pawn for a piece. He's also trying to get the rook to F3 in order to attack. But Lalith knows that if he shows some bit of care in this position, he should be pretty safe there. He brings his bishop to D6. Just improving the position of his bishop. Also opening up the rook's file on the C file. Rook F3 check. Thinking for his move, and he brings his king to E7. Notice how the bishop on D6 also stops the rook from coming to G3. Shahil Dey still continuing his game. This position is kind of resignable because Lalith has nearly 6 minutes on the clock. He takes a pawn, so now Shahil does not even have a pawn for the piece. It's just pure piece down. He goes rook to D3. There's no real threat because the knight on D5 is protected by the queen as well. But when you are up in material, you should always play carefully. Things can change at just about any point. Lalith plays B4. Notice that if you take the pawn on G7, then black rook swoops in on C1. So the bishop cannot take that pawn. Shahil goes queen d4 and now he's threatening to take the pawn on G7 with the queen. Let's see how Lalith deals with this threat. You can see how Lalith is very relaxed and at the same time is quickly playing his moves. Queen G6, defending the G pawn, has 4 minutes on the clock. Shahil, roughly a minute on the clock now, thinks for his move, plays queen to A7 check. With this move, he's attacking the A6 pawn. And Shahil takes it because now the rook on D3 is also protected. So he gets one pawn. But in return, his queen is slightly misplaced and queen E4 has been played here. Shahil going down on time. He has just 13 seconds there. Goes rook d4. But this looks like a piece blunder because queen b1 check and the b2 bishop is hanging. Lalith plays his queen to b1 and the piece is hanging there. Shahil pauses the clock and that's the end of the game. A very nice conversion by Lalith Babu. And they discuss after the game as to what they should have done.